What's up, everybody? It's Matt. How you doing? Hey, I want to talk to you about something. The key to getting started. Ready, fire, aim. Yeah, you heard that right. You got to start taking action, guys. I talk to a lot of people on the phone. They're constantly asking me, Matt, what do I do to get started? How do you become successful? What do I need to start taking action in to get my business going? And I tell them every single time, consistent, massive action wins the day. Consistent action will always benefit you over the period of time. You have to be consistent, you have to take massive action, and you have to not care about your results. In fact, people that come into my business that I hire, I tell them, look, go out and get your first 100 no's. Yes, that means 100 declines. 100 people telling you, don't call me back. They hang up on you. They tell you to get lost. They tell you, I'm going to call the police because you harassed me so much. Yes, that's what it takes, guys. And so, just quit overthinking it. Literally, you have to start believing that your consistent, massive action will ultimately lead you to success. The problem with most people is they get into the business thinking this is some, kind of like a magic trick where, hey, I learned a little bit, I should just kind of roll out of bed and start closing deals. The fact of the matter, people sell you on that fact, but the fact of the matter is, it's not true. It's taken me literally 5 years in this business to get where I'm at. And I tell people every single day, you have to put in the work. There's no other way around it, guys. I'm sorry to say. If you're here looking for some magic bullet or some BS sales pitch, you're not going to get it from me. I speak the truth. I'm telling you the truth. You have to put in the work. And I tell you to take consistent, massive action every single day because it's okay if you screw up. In fact, the only way you're going to learn in this business is by making errors. You're going to screw up. You're going to make the wrong offer. You're going to say something to the seller that screws up the deal. You're not going to be able to know how to write the perfect offer. You might be able to, wing your way through it sometimes, and that's okay because sometimes you have to literally fake it till you make it. And no, that's not like renting a car and telling people how badass you are. It's going out there and screwing up. It's going out there and making the offers that you can't sell. Finding buyers that ultimately say they can close, but they can't perform. Guys, you have to go through the ups and downs. You have to go through the trials and tribulations to learn. See, I can speak from a point of confidence because I've actually done the business. I am doing the business. I've made tons of mistakes. And I'm here to tell you guys that that's how I've learned. That's how I've been able to get to where I'm at because I took action. I took imperfect action, but I took massive action and I learned along the way. My results, my failures, my mistakes are what has gotten me here today. I've had literally thousands and thousands of conversations. I've done thousands and thousands of deals. You can't fake that. You can only take your experience from these deals, what I've learned, what I could have done better, my successes, my failures, and then I mix them all together, and that's what makes me who I am today. And it sets me with the credibility to come out and teach you guys about how to do this business. Guys, I want to just tell you, this business is not easy, but with the right mindset, the right approach, and the consistent massive action will get you to where your destination is ultimately. Now the key to this, guys, is I want you guys to start focusing on money-making activities. Now, a money-making activity is not worrying about, the name of your LLC. A money-making activity is not your business cards. A money-making activity is not a cool logo for your company. Honestly, guys, no one really cares about that. A money-making activity, guys, is getting on the phone and talking to sellers. A money-making activity is writing offers. A money-making activity is talking to potential buyers and building a buyer's list. Those are money-making activities because if you do consistent, massive action inside the money-making activities, ultimately that's going to lead you to your first deal, which ultimately is your first check. And that's why you're here, right? You don't want to do this for free. So that's the point. The point is consistent, massive action, ready, fire, aim. I'm going to send my bullets out. I'm not going to know where they're going to hit. But in fact, after I unload the clip, I'm going to see where the bullets went. I'm going to measure it. I'm going to see, okay, what can I do differently? How can I improve on this? What did I do wrong? And it gives you data. Data is feedback. Once you can organize your data and see where you're making mistakes, then you can make adjustments along the way. If you're not taking action, if you're refusing to get on the phone, if you're refusing to make offers, if you're refusing to screw up, all you're doing is sitting there and consistently thinking about potential things that could happen. What if this happens? What if that happens? What if the seller doesn't like my offer? What if I get a contract and I can't sell it? All of these things that go through your head ultimately will be the demise of your business. You will never get it off the ground. You'll never be making deals. You'll never be putting deals together because you're sitting there consistently thinking about stuff that doesn't really matter. For me, guys, I never thought about the what if, could have, should have. I just took action. I kept my head down. I did what I was told. I educated myself. I followed directions. I said, okay, let me go from step A to step B to C all the way down to Z. I didn't skip steps. I just said, let me make a process and follow the directions. That's where many of you guys, you see, right now you're listening to this on social media and we want instant gratification. We need instant information. So subconsciously we think we need to get instant results. But in the real world, in the real business world, that doesn't happen. You have to put in time. You have to put in work. You have to put in hours. You have to put in sweat. You have to put in tears. You have to put in some blood. You never know. It can happen. Especially if you're in neighborhoods that are a little sketch. But I digress. Guys, the point is, consistent, massive action. I'm beating this into your head. Consistent, massive action with money-making activities will ultimately lead you to your first deal, and then your 5th and 10th and 100th and so on. Guys, please take this advice. Stop wasting your time on research. Stop wasting your time on scenarios. Stop wasting your time on thinking and the whole entire time. They call it analysis, paralysis by analysis. You're sitting there paralyzing yourself on all the potential things that could go wrong, when in fact what you should be doing is knocking on doors, introducing yourself, making offers, getting online, pulling lists, and finding the potential sellers for your next deal. That, guys, is what money-making activity does. And when you take massive action in your money-making activity, that leads to results. I hope this, guys, I hope this makes sense. As you can see, I get fired up about this topic. I talk to people all the time. They're always hitting me up. Matt, what can I do? What should I do? I'm doing this. And I'm sitting there and I'm asking them, guys, like, what you're doing doesn't lead to results. It doesn't lead to a check. It doesn't lead to success. You're wasting your time thinking about all this other stuff. You're wasting your time posting stuff on Instagram or Facebook and saying, I buy houses. No one cares. You got to find the people that need your help. There's so many sellers out there that need your help. Your job is to find them. No, they're not sitting on the corner waving their hand saying, please buy my house at a discount. You have to go out. You have to make phone calls. You have to talk to at least 50 to 60 people every single day. That's not phone calls. That's conversations. Are you making 50 to 60 conversations every single day? If you're not, you're way behind. Guys, again, consistency equals success. Money-making activities, consistent action, massive action, ready, fire, aim. Go get them. Be phenomenal. That's it. Have a good day.